Jan sind.
How you doing, everybody? I thought I'd throw some fireworks up there for you. How's it going today? Nice to see you joining us tonight. It's April the 11th, and welcome to the big show here on Traveling with Bruce, the TWB show. It's great to have you joining us from around the world. Cheers to all of you from Canada, the United States, all over Europe, down under, South America, the Caribbean, Africa, Asia, you name it, wherever you are. Welcome to the show tonight. It's great to have you here. I got my caffeine-free Diet Coke on the go here, the brown fuzzy water. It's all good. Here in Calgary, it's not great weather-wise. We hit 70 degrees a couple of days ago, and we've given it all back. I feel like we're in a casino, and we were up for a while, and then we gambled it all away. We're down to 30 degrees right now. Our high tomorrow will be 25. That is the high temperature, 25 Fahrenheit. We're talking about -3 Celsius as our high temperature tomorrow. 27 Fahrenheit on Wednesday, 28 on Thursday, 36 on Friday. And we're not going back to the 50s until a week from now, and even then it's the low 50s. We are not warming up yet. So we have to bundle up and hang in there. I got the heat up in the house so I can wear my t-shirt tonight. It's all good. Welcome one, welcome all to the big show for Monday, April the 11th. If you're just joining us, if you're able to help us out, hit the thumbs up button if you can. Let us know what thumbs up number you are tonight, and we'll keep a tab on how many thumbs ups this show's getting. We're hoping to hit 100 tonight and maybe more. And I gotta thank you guys. I have to say this right now because there are so many of you out there who watch me on this show, but you don't watch me live. You watch this show on a rerun basis, maybe later tonight, tomorrow, because I get your messages. You folks send me a message saying, I'm thumbs up number so-and-so. I'm thumbs up number so-and-so. And I thank you all for hitting the thumbs up button, even if you're watching on the rerun, because it gives this channel a little more momentum inside the YouTube artificial intelligent algorithms. And I thank you. It helps the channel get promoted. Jennifer and I are getting closer and closer now to hitting the road. This nomad lifestyle of ours will continue, where we are, of course, in a house right now that is owned by friends of ours, very good friends of ours, who are down in Arizona, and we were here for the month of March, April, a little bit of May, to babysit this great big giant house for these kids, and let them enjoy their vacay. And no problem, the house here is being looked after. But we will be on the road just a little over a month from now on a few trips. We will start off going to London in the UK. If all works out, we'll be in London and in the UK for probably the first 10 to 12 days of our trip. And that'll take us into the third week of sort of May. And then we're headed for, at this point, not a specific date, but we're headed to Amsterdam, probably close to a week for Amsterdam and the region. And then we may possibly end up in Germany. We're not sure yet. That is still being finalized. But we will finish our trip for the latter part of June and a chunk of July. So half of June and half of July, we're going to be in Switzerland for at least a month. And we're trying to arrange that even our daughter might fly over and catch up to us for a week or so, and then fly back, and then we'll catch up with her later. So we're hoping to do a 2-month trip, 2 months and maybe a week, European vacation. And I will be taking you with us. The Monday night shows will be just like this, but we'll be from wherever we are, London, Amsterdam, Germany, Switzerland, wherever. So we'll be doing those, and then looking to bring videos to you, Traveling with Bruce videos, because we're going to be on the road, and we'll film and give you a tour and an overview on how the vacation is going, and give you an insight of what is it like now after 2 years of non-traveling into Europe, what's it like over there and how are things looking? After that, we'll be back here in Calgary. The plan is to be in Calgary from about mid-July to the end of August. But then the plan is to get on an airplane, and we expect to end up in Singapore. We're looking to be in Singapore early September, and then we're looking to be in Bali for a little bit, and then we're heading to Australia at least a month, and New Zealand at least a month. And it's the same thing. We're going on the road, and you're coming with us, and we're going to attempt to do live shows from there for all the members of this channel, and also those of you watching us on the big show. We'll be cranking out the videos from down under and Kiwi land and everything in between. We'll see how it goes. It'll be a first time for us. I've never been down there. It's been a bucket list of mine to always have been down there. Can't wait to do this trip. And we'll be back in Calgary at the very end of November, where we will be here. If I have my way, it'll be just a very short few days, and we will then be on an airplane back to Palm Desert, California for the winter time. So that is nomad life in a nutshell for us. We do not have a house. We do not have an apartment. All of our stuff is in storage, what's left of it, and we're on the road right now, and we're rolling, and we're going to take you with us, and we're kind of excited about that. So stick around to the channel and hang out. And if you become a member of this channel, you'll be able to do the Hangout show with us every Monday night as well. And we welcome you to the family. Thank you all so much for seeing me tonight. Let me know what temperature you're at. What's your temperature, and what's the price of gas? What's the price of gas where you are? Is your cost coming down for fuel? Is it getting better? It's a little better here. We're down to about $1.50 Canadian a liter now. That means about if I recall, it's about $5.35 a gallon, a U.S. gallon in Canadian money. Americanize that money, and it's about $4 a gallon U.S. So we've gone down about $1 a gallon, I'd say, from 5 to 4 so far. So we are showing potential there. Ken Correct is here. Welcome, Ken and Janet from Saginaw, Michigan. It's great to have you guys here with us tonight, as always. The temperature's 54 degrees where they are. Regular gas has dropped to $3.90 a gallon, and we got the thumbs up number 5 going today. Well done, everybody. Thank you for all that info. Sharon, hi, Bruce. Long time no see. Welcome back. In addition to getting our second boosters yesterday, my other big news is that I've started working in for the first time in 2 years. So nice to be able to do it from home, and you're not the only one, Sharon. So many people are working from home. Ventures with Duncan. Good evening. Hi, Duncan. Alan, James, LeBlanc, greetings, family. Welcome. Brittany is here. Hi there, Bruce and all. Sorry I missed last week. My husband and I were pretty busy much of last week with various things, including an overnight trip to Pensacola. Hope you're doing well, and welcome back. Jeannie is in the house. Jeannie Lavinghouse and Bill from East Tennessee. They are here, as they are every week. Good evening, all of you guys. We're here for the big show. Currently 61 degrees, but it's drizzling out. So there's no dust in the air where they are tonight. Welcome, guys. Andy, time for the big show. Yeah, baby. Nikki, hi, everybody. Roger and Nikki are with you from Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome, guys. Tim Bowman, hi, all from the 50 degrees Seattle right here over from the other side. Ms. M, hi, Bruce. How are you? Doing all right, Ms. M. We are hanging in there. Nice to have you here tonight with us. Space Force Cooks, thumbs up, so reportedly. The Celebrity Equinox has a COVID outbreak right now. 33 passengers. Cases have been reported. They have to wear masks full-time on the ship. Interesting. John Anderson. Hey, everybody. Ms. M is here. Number 14, thumbs up. Robert Ringo is saying it's all good. Bo Bergeron, 80+ in Orlando. Duncan, I'm the number 2, thumbs up. Donnell, good day. All, I'm number 18, thumbs ups. Bo Bergeron, number 13. Ann Rogers, hi, Bruce, Ann and Brent from Ancaster, Ontario. Weather is getting warmer this week. 18 Celsius tomorrow. Wow, that's going to be nice. Gas, 167.9, higher than what we have in Calgary at the moment. Robert, good to go cruising again. Tom Henry, hello, everybody. I'm number 22. Pete Hoskins, Number 9, Nathan. Hey, Bruce. Hello, TW family. High 60s today. Gas at Murphy Express in Asheville, $3.45 a gallon coming down. Tim Bowman, thumbs up. Number 22. Bruce Lee Shearer, number 7, and we're at 75 degrees in Boca Raton, $4.14 a gallon. Welcome, my man. Great to have you here tonight. Hope you're doing well. Mary is here. Mary Ann, number 14. Nathan, I'm lucky 13. Steve Butler, number 20 from Northwest Arkansas. Gas, $3.75 a gallon. Kevin Chapman, greetings, Uncle Bruce. Watching the Mets game in Central New Jersey. Thumbs up, number 34. Welcome, buddy. Thank you for being here, too. Brittany, I don't know what number thumbs up I have no idea, but I'm giving you a thumbs up. Andrew Cabate, hi there, Bruce. Duncan, and also number 7. Ms. M. Gas is still high at $1.93 a liter in Maple Ridge, British Columbia, and a bit cheaper in Mission at $1.81 a liter. That is still up there. $2 a liter would be $7.40 Canadian. Would put you at about $5.50 American a gallon, just to give you an idea. John Weir, thumbs up, number 37. Thank you, John. Adventure with Duncan. Glad to see everybody here. Kirk is in the house. Kirk's YouTube and Facebook channel. Kirk from the Big Apple. Welcome, sir. Sharon, I'm telling you, you need to post a photo of yourself from the top of the Sydney Harbor Bridge. That's what you got to do. Brittany, in just a few days, it'll be 7 years since I broke my left kneecap. I'm occasionally dealing with some swelling in my left foot, but not so much that I can't put shoes on. You're getting better and stronger. Duncan, hi there. Kirk, Robert, hi Bruce. It's 58 here in Boston. Gas is $4.18 a gallon. When is your next cruise? Don't know yet. Do not know. Sharon Kirk, Facebook, hello there. Kirk is saying hi, everybody. Sharon Kirk Brunson, we should go to a baseball game together this summer. Brittany, having a hard time trying to figure out what my husband and I won't really be using between now and when we move. Sharon, 46 thumbs ups, 54 to go to get you to 100. Folks, thank you so much for helping out with these thumbs ups. If you can hit that thumbs up button, let me know what number you are. We would appreciate it. Kirk, hi there. Sharon, great to see you. Kirk, baseball game sounds great. Let me know when. Robert, hi Bruce. Has been reported that some industry leaders are saying pre-cruise testing will probably be going away by summer. What are your thoughts? I think you're right, Robert. I noticed that I was looking up today about entry requirements for Europe for obvious reasons, since Jen and I are headed there. And I can tell you that it is wide open. Most countries in Europe are basically saying, if you've been vaccinated, that's all we care about. You don't have to come here with a negative test. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. A few countries are saying you can come in here whether you've been vaccinated or not. The trick, of course, is can you get on an airplane to visit some of these countries in Europe if you're coming from North America, because in many cases you can't get on a flight unless you've been vaccinated. So it's all sort of in flux. And I know that coming back to, say, Canada, you want to come into Canada, you have to be vaccinated. So there are issues there. But Robert, it wouldn't surprise me as we go forward here that if the current version of this virus, which now the world is kind of prepared to live with, is weaker than the last one, which was weaker than the one before, the thinking is now that hopefully very, very few people will be adversely affected if they've been inoculated, and that most of us will feel flu-like symptoms for a while, and then we'll be all right. Now, that could mean for cruise ship travel that you might need only provide proof of vaccination status to get on a ship. But we'll find out, my friend. We'll find out. Pete, it's currently 20 Celsius here in Bondi, Sydney, cloudy and cool. It's 10:12 a.m. Tuesday morning. See, now this is interesting because it's 10 in the morning in Sydney, you see. And for me to do this show live from Australia this year in October and November from New Zealand, I have to do this show first thing in the morning. But that's okay, because I'm used to starting this my work on my other channel, my stock market channel. I'm on the air here at 5:30 in the morning. So for me to start a show at 10 in the morning, That's luxury for me. So that would be pretty cool stuff. That's really interesting. Sherry, number 9, 82 here in Goodyear, Arizona. Welcome, Sherry Boswell, to the show. What are you doing with your friend over there, Sherry? What is that you in your hand, or is that you getting handed something from a friend? What exactly is that on your avatar there? I'm kind of curious about that. Louise Hybers, I'm also so excited about going cruising, as I've had pretty well giving up on it. However, I never gave up on listening to my favorite YouTubers going thing. Thank you for being here, Louise. Patrick, number 45 thumbs up. Bruce, 60 Fahrenheit, cloudy Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Gas $3.98 for unleaded. It's coming down. Brittany, my husband, saw a gas price of $3.87 earlier today. We're seeing under 4s now everywhere. Robert, Moncanda, I really hope you're right. Steven's there. Hello, Bruce from Lansing, Michigan. Gas $3.71 and it's 64 degrees. Sharon, 50 thumbs ups now, 50 to go. We only need 50 to get to 100 already. We're already at 50. You guys are awesome tonight. Thank you. Hi, Bruce. Today we reached a nice 12 degrees, warm for us. Gas 172 a liter. That's 12 Celsius, of course. That's 50 Fahrenheit. That's all right. Welcome, Chantel. Sharon with Bruce, I really hope you're right. Kevin and I are totally vaccinated. It would be nice not to have to test beyond that. I agree. FX, I'm thumbs up number 48. I really need a boat ride. Rocky Grasso, I think I'm number 6 tonight. Gas is down to 346 where I am. The temperature's 58 degrees. It's going to go up to 83, 86, and 85 for the next 3 days in Chesapeake, southeastern Virginia. Get the air conditioning cranked up, baby. It's going to be nice. Chantel, oops, forgot to mention, I'm from Quebec. Welcome, Chantel, from Quebec. There are some beautiful women named Chantel in Quebec. I can attest to that. Eddie, Albert, evening, Bruce, and Jen. Charlotte hit 79 today. Your regular gas, $3.89. That's nice to hear and see. Just did 50. Yeah, 50 on the thumbs up. Fantastic to see the gas coming down. Today I saw oil drop $4 a barrel again today. So another 10 to 20 cents is possible for most of you across the U.S. And hopefully here in Canada, we'll begin to see further drops from the liter. So these crazy prices per liter we've been paying. We'll see. We'll see how this all works out. Now, folks, I've got a bit of news for you tonight. Not a ton of it, but I've got some news for you tonight. I just was reading the other day about these guys right here. Let me show you this little picture. Here we go. This is a photo from Royal Caribbean. Now, it's not the greatest photo in the world. Let me kind of put this out of the way a little bit. This is an announcement from Royal Caribbean. They are building now the 7th version of the Oasis class ships. They're building the 7th Oasis ship called the Utopia of the Seas. And this one is going to be unique in that it is the first ship. Here's the Wonder of the Seas, the one they just launched just a few months ago. The Utopia of the Seas is going to be burning liquid natural gas. So it's the first of the Oasis ships to convert to liquid natural gas for its primary fuel source. Much cleaner burning than the Wonder and all the others that have been built before her. The timing for this 6th ship is set as springtime 2024. So the Utopia is going to be in the water for Royal Caribbean and in 2024 spring. So 2 years is what it's going to take. And it's the first ever LNG powered ship. So we'll hear all kinds of news about this one coming up. Probably every 6-8 months, there'll be another big splash. And of course, once she's all done, we'll get all kinds of photos and you name it. They're going to announce all the inaugural cruises and you name it. Right now, the Wonder of the Seas is causing quite the sensation. It's going over very well with passengers. This ship right here, there are all kinds of YouTube videos about her, and she's wowing everybody, which is no real surprise there. Another bit of news I got for you has to do with this ship right here. Now, It's not the greatest photo of all time, but that is the P&O Arcadia ship. Now, the P&O Arcadia, by the way, this is a Carnival Cruise Line owned outfit, P&O. They basically sail with UK itineraries out of the UK. Very loyal group of UK folks love this line, and they take good care of people. The story is, however, that the Arcadia has had to have 7 of her voyages, her sailings had to be canceled, 7 of them. She won't be sailing again with paying passengers until July the 5th, when they're going to take her here to Iceland for a 2-week cruise. Here's another shot of Iceland for you. And these are some iconic photos of Iceland. The Arcadia, unfortunately, the problem for P&O is that they have got staff shortages across their entire cruise line. And so what they've decided to do was to cancel 7 cruises for the Arcadia, transfer a whole bunch of the folks off the Arcadia to other ships within the P&O line to basically get the ships going, keep them going. They just don't have enough staff to handle the flow. And this is just on an aside, I am reading up more and more stories now about how airlines are expecting quite a boost in business for summertime. The problem is multiple problems for airlines. One, higher jet fuel prices. That's eating into any profits they were hoping to make. So they're going to have to raise airfares. Number 2, staffing issues. They're having staffing issues at the airlines. And you can understand it if you think about how, for instance, just reading a moment or two ago about Sharon. Sharon's got a job working for the first time in 2 years from home. She's delighted, absolutely delighted. There are millions, just in North America alone, millions of North Americans a month that are quitting their jobs to go into something else. Now, what's happening here is in North America, for every person that wants a job, there's 1.7 jobs available. That's how imbalanced the workforce is right now. So there's a lot of folks who are quitting their jobs because they've already found a better gig somewhere else. And a lot of these folks who are quitting their jobs are saying to their bosses, I'm not interested in coming back to the office. I know you've told us we have to return to the office. Or I don't want to come back to the office. I'm quitting rather than coming back, and I have found a new gig and I'm working from home. Now, to tie this into the cruise business and the airline business, think about this. If you're American Airlines or you're JetBlue, United, all these guys, Alaska Airlines, they're all scrambling. They are scrambling for staff. They need pilots. They need flight attendants, and they need crew. They need helpers, ticket agents at the airport, baggage handlers, and so on. Now, you think about this. You're thinking you want to go back in the workforce, or you want to improve the job you have, and you used to be an airline employee, and you got furloughed 2 years ago when the virus showed up and everything got shut down or cut back. You got let go. Are you going to think? You're going to think long and hard before you go back to the airport, aren't you? Because you're thinking to yourself, "What? I'm going to be a ticket agent again, and I'm going to get are angry passengers." I mean, who is happy at the airport these days? I don't know anybody that's happy at the airport. We're happy once we're in the air if we don't have any morons on the plane creating problems. But these ticket agents are just on the front line of some serious abuse. You got to figure that a lot of folks who were once working at the airport are now trying to get gigs either closer to home. And if you do have to deal with customers, maybe it's just as lucrative to work at a local Starbucks. They're all hiring like you can't believe, paying pretty good money per hour. Or you're working at your local Target, your local Kmart, your Walmart, I should say, local Costco, any other retail establishment. They're all hiring left, right, and center. And if you don't have to drive 30 miles to the airport and 30 miles out to get back, and or pay to park when you get to the airport, in case unless you don't get free parking. You can imagine that a lot of folks are just saying the airline is the last place that I'm interested in working for right now. It's just not worth my time to bother. Because the way it's going is, for anyone who's new and you want to join an airline right now as a brand new first-time employee, guess what? You're not going to get that cushy union gig that you used to get as an airline employee. They have new contracts they've set up in the last 20 years. Ever since 9/11, when airlines went under and got regurgitated, and then the financial crisis, airlines went under again, or others went under and they got regurgitated. They came back into business without the old union contracts. They got all those voided. Now there are two-tier union contracts. There's the contract for the old senior employees who've been around a while, and all the newbies coming in, they get started off at crap wages with the worst shifts. And you got to ask yourself, why would people want to work for these guys? And you can imagine how the airlines will be continuing to scramble, because we've already heard incentives being offered employees left, right, and center by the airlines to get people to come on in. And we're going to have to see how this all plays out. This will be a most interesting summer, to say the least, the way this is shaping up at the moment. I'm really wondering how this is going to all work out. All right, just a couple more comments. Let me just double check here. Let's go through here. Sylvia, number 56, thumbs up. Hi, Sylvia. Hi there, Bruce and everybody. Eddie Albert says, I just did number 50. And Sharon, we're considering going to the Mets a day game in Philly on Wednesday. It's supposed to be in the 70s that day. Vimo, hi, Bruce. I'm number 57. Robert, Bruce, Bermuda is requiring a COVID test 2 days prior to boarding the cruise ship in Boston. Also, an $80 fee to the Bermuda government. I tell you, that's not going to help them, because they keep that up much longer. They're going to lose cruisers. The cruisers are going elsewhere. They're not going to do that. Eddie, do not like the name Utopia. Lackluster name, says Eddie. Jim, 5.29 gas per gallon, and the temperature's 58 here in Northern California, but we're down to 36 tonight. Wow. Tom Henry, Utopia Planitia was where the USS Enterprise D was built. Robert Sharon saying Bermuda is expensive, but totally worth it. It's a truly special place. Eddie, is liquid gas more expensive than diesel? Is the question mark. I don't think it is. Tom, I don't like the new class Icon. That was the old Soviet communications satellite. That was a nuclear launch platform in Space Cowboys. Didn't like that. Sylvia, Tom Henry, hi there. Lance showed me a picture of you dressed in some outfit for you to blend in with the Egyptians. What's this all about? Sharon, 59 thumbs up. So we only need 41 to get to 100 for Bruce tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thomas saying hi to Sharon. This is Sylvia. Tom Henry, yep, bought two. The gray one you saw and the white one. Cindy has a head covering and shawl that are nicely embroidered. Sharon, I am really delighted. It's the same job I had in the before times, but I'm finally set up to do it in my bunny slippers. Perfect. This is exactly what's happening here with many, many, many Americans, Canadians, and others. They're saying, I'm happy to do my old job, but I'm going to do it from home. I'm not coming into the office, and boy, this is fabulous. Sharon, Sylvia, aren't Egyptians dark-skinned people? The completion of Lance and I laugh. Although, what is this all about? Sylvia, Tom Henry, where did you get the outfits? They look kind of nice. Donnell, goodbye all. It's 1:25 in the morning here. You guys have a great week. See you back here next Monday. Donnell, you take care, buddy. Thank you for being here as always. Louise, Bruce, night is always special in my house. I listen to Bruce while cooking, not really for cruising info. Thank you, Bruce, as I'm going cruising now. Wow, this is going to be great. Sharon, no, the last place you want to be is on the other side of the phone with me at Verizon, explaining why on day 5 of the baseball season, they're still not providing me with the MLB extra innings. You don't want to be doing that. Sharon, packing that package that I paid for before the season, and it's still not working. Sandy, hi, Bruce and TLB family. I'm number 61 thumbs ups. This is lovely. Thank you, Sandy. Love you too. Sharon, 65 down, 35 thumbs ups left to get, and you've got 100 thumbs ups. Bruce, this is awesome stuff. Steve Butler, Margaritaville ship looks like First sailing is delayed. Supply chain delays. Supply chain. Yeah, I've heard a week or two. Karen, 57 degrees at 7:30 p.m. Gas $4.29 a gallon where I am. Duncan, good night. And Duncan, and you take care. Sandy, lovely day here in Medicine Hat, Alberta. Welcome. Sylvia, Tom is going to Egypt, but I don't know when. Jim, he didn't ask if diesel was more expensive, but with one would with one would blow up. I think it depends on the price of natural gas. Now, traditionally, in the last number of years, natural gas has been incredibly cheaper than diesel, way cheaper. Lately, natural gas has gone through a lot of gyrations in price, but generally speaking, there's much more natural gas available in far more geographical areas, and it should be readily available, and it should be relatively cheaper than diesel, I think. But the main thing about liquid natural gas, it burns incredibly cleaner, in like 1% versus 99%. It's incredibly cleaner burning than diesel. So that's the main advantage there. All right. Good night to Donnell. Sharon, we just had dinner the other night at the Margaritaville Hotel Restaurant in Times Square the other night. Good food and so much fun. Now, a little more news for you while I've caught up with all these messages. Let's go here. Let me move over to here and over to here, and here we go. Hang on one moment. Let me just minimize that for a second. I will show you now something else. Other news right here. Yes. Here we go. All right, Hawaii news. Pride of America. This is a ship that Sharon was hoping to go on with her husband, but unfortunately had to cancel out. Now, good news. Pride of America is back in business. As of a couple days ago. She's sailing the islands of Hawaii on a series of 7-day cruises. The ship is a Norwegian ship, but it is flagged as a U.S. ship and is staffed by either Americans or green card eligible employees for the USA. And so this one has been refurbished since it was last sailing with passengers. It was refurbished, I believe, last year in Oregon, and she's now back in business and sailing. Now, the reality is that when you sail on this ship, the price you're paying is higher than if you were to sail on Norwegian, say, for the Caribbean. If you were to do a 1-week Caribbean cruise, you would pay less than taking a cruise on this ship. But that's because this ship has, in effect, American employees on it. And there's the difference right there. Now, other news, here's a photo of, I believe it's a Holland America ship. This is a few years ago. This is off the coast of Maine. And the news now that's coming out is Maine is back. You're able to cruise again to ports in Maine. And as of 2019, the last full year of cruising, 408 port calls were made by various cruise brands to ports in Maine. For 2022, the plan is for 360 visits for this calendar year. So not quite as many as 19, but something tells me next year you'll see even more. It's going to depend on the local governments in Maine. Some of the towns and cities that are visited by cruise ships in 19, they've had a couple of years to reflect on how many ships they want, how big they're going to allow the ships to be, how many passengers are going to be allowed on shore, and so on. So that is still in adjustment, but Maine is back. And of course, Louise is confirming the fact that cruising to the New England is back, and to the Canadian Maritimes is back, because Louise is going to do a back-to-back Holland America cruise from, I believe, Montreal to Boston and back, if I'm not mistaken. So fantastic stuff. This is all good. All right. Thank you all for being here so far. Let's see. What else is going on here? Yes. IP is a lot more expensive, says Jim Thomas. Together we travel. Hello, everybody. How you doing, guys? Welcome to the show. Karen, forgot to say, I'm from Northern Illinois, 40 miles northwest of Chicago. Some really good people up there. Thanks for all your blogging. I follow you every week. I cruised last on the Celebrity Edge on November 14 to November 21 in 2021. It was fabulous. I would imagine the Edge would be a pretty good cruise ship to be on. I would think that the Apex, the sister ship for the Edge, would be a nice ship. And now the Beyond, they just launched her. They've just Celebrity just took delivery of the Celebrity Beyond with Captain Kate on board. She's in charge of that new one, and that ship will be sailing later, not too long from now, a few months from now. That ship will be in the water as well. So Celebrity is just scoring with these ships. The Edge class ships are winners. Very, very few, if any, complaints about the Edge class ships by Celebrity. And Celebrity has decided to go all in with regards to their pricing. They're now going all in with the drinks, and they're going all in with tipping. I think they're all in with Wi-Fi, if I'm not mistaken. So very unique pricing structure, as opposed to the other lines who have that itemized a la carte pricing. Celebrity's kind of going the other direction. NCL Pride refurbished again. NCL Pride was refurbished about a year ago. It was during the middle of the pandemic. She went in for some work. Tim, our August cruise leaves Boston for Iceland and Greenland via the Maritimes. That will be awesome, and that is going to be an awesome trip. Louise, that is correct. Bruce, you are correct. You're going to be on the Holland America Cruise Line, back-to-back cruises, and Louise is going to be spoiled rotten with Holland America. They're going to take real good care of people on that ship for sure. Larry, 62 degrees today, and gas is 402 in New Hampshire. Welcome, sir, to the channel tonight, and this gang of followers of mine. Thank you, all of you, for being here tonight. It's great to have you here. If you're able to give us a thumbs up, let us know what number you are. That would really help. We're trying to keep track whether we can get to 100 thumbs ups tonight. Are we able to hit 100 thumbs ups on this live show? We got, I think, 70 now. We're only 30 away from 100 thumbs ups, and I've only been on here for 38 minutes. This is huge. You guys are really coming through for us tonight, and I do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button if you can, folks. Find your second device. Find your third device. Tom, Henry, I forgot to mention, I am on my virtual escape cruise. We were in Port Cozumel today. Will that ship be ready for this Saturday is the question. I don't know, sir. Karen, my favorite cruise line that I've done, Cunard, Royal, Holland, and Carnival. There you go. I've been on Royal Caribbean for the Explorer of the Seas. Been on Holland America for the Oosterdam ship. I've been on Norwegian for two ships. I was on the Jade, Norwegian Jade, and the Norwegian Epic. And I've taken Princess a couple of times out of Los Angeles. And so I've enjoyed those cruise lines. I still would like to take all the others, very much so, and would like to get going. At the moment, though, our nomad lifestyle that Jennifer and I are running right now, we're not going to be on a cruise until at least this winter, and nothing is booked yet. So she's been holding back. We have a number of issues going on, including Jennifer. She's got a bad hip, has had for years, and we're now getting her into the queue for a hip replacement. And in Calgary, in Alberta, Canada, this is it used to be a 2 to 3 year episode. Then we had the COVID. Now the government is throwing more money at elective surgeries to catch up, and so we're going to find out in the next little while how long she has to wait. So this is also impeding our cruising thing, and We'll let you know when we know more. Chantal, I just booked a transatlantic cruise on the Celebrity Apex for November 2023 from Barcelona, so far away. And I'm number 37 today. Welcome, Chantal. Thank you for this. And way to go on that booking. The countdown is on. That's going to be great. NL, wow, thanks. Cruised on her in the past. Want to again, hope it's much better, says NL. Robert, Bruce, my upcoming NCL Pearl cruise to Bermuda is making a stop at Bahama, Maine. On the way back to Boston, we'll have to tender into Bahama. Absolutely. You got to pick up some lobster. I mean, you got to find a lobster sandwich and enjoy it. You bet. I mean, you can't not go there and not have that. I mean, what are you, crazy? You got to do it. Sylvia, Tom Henry, what is a virtual cruise? Tom Henry, Robert Glenn, which week are you cruising? We're on June 24 and July 1. Tom is saying, Sylvia, in my dreams. Cruise was April the 9th and got canceled last Monday. My cruise got canceled last week. So he's thinking about that virtually now. Karen, Celebrity, the best food bar now. Top-notch food on Celebrity. NL Viking, heard good things. Me too. We have a viewer who was on the sponsor show earlier tonight, who is on the Orion right now. He's on the Viking Orion, sailing up the Pacific, up the off the coast of the USA, heading for Astoria, Oregon, and Victoria and Vancouver. So, yeah. Robert, Tom, July 15th. Stephanie, I'm here, and I'm number 69. Thank you, Stephanie, for being number 69 thumbs upper tonight. Duncan, there was a few cruise ships that stayed in Port Lauderdale, apparently. Tom Henry, Robert, we will take care of the ship. I have my lobster dinner booked at Peggy's Cove. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Louise, I agree, Bruce. I invited my friend Jerry to join me on this cruise experience if he wants. Jerry is a sea cadet, but he is very, very scared. Interesting. Bullcraft, hi, Bruce. Hope everything is going well. We are doing great tonight. Stephen Butler, Maine and Bermuda in one cruise sounds idyllic. It sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Brucey, is that a new desk? Are you in California? No, we're still here in Calgary. We're at the same office as before, and it's all good. Sylvia, Tom Henry, so sorry to hear about your canceled cruise. I'm cruising on August the 4th for 4 days to Nassau, Carnival Freedom with Edna's World Group Cruise. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure you're going to have a good time. Fantastic stuff, everybody. Thank you guys for 78 thumbs ups. Look at that. 78 already in the house. 22 left to get to hit 100 thumbs ups tonight. You guys are absolutely awesome. I thank you so much for this. Larry Robinson is saying, I love Maine, only 2 hours from me. Always check what cruise ships are in Portland before we go. There you go. Together we travel. Anyone cruising Carnival Horizon in late August or Carnival Celebration in late December of this year? Is anyone going on those? Bullcraft, thumbs ups. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate this. We love these thumbs ups. Well, hopefully you guys will get your cruises in and you'll be enjoying yourselves. You'll be enjoying scenes like this, this coming winter. Here, this is an Oasis class ship, Royal Caribbean, where you're going to be hitting the pool and lying out on a deck chair and whipping down those slides, those tubes, and having yourselves a good old time. Heading over to Miami, let's say, and enjoying the town and the good times over there and the weather, and maybe get on a ship and end up in Nassau, head over to Paradise Island and enjoy Atlantis, perhaps. Who knows? I know some of you are planning Hawaii. Here's the Pride of America. She's waiting for you. Here's the Wonder of the Seas. She's waiting for you, too. And, of course, if you're going to go to Maine, there's some of the views, one of the views you're going to get, and definitely worth your time heading over there and enjoying yourselves. You've all deserved an opportunity to go cruising again, because it's been a long time for some of you guys, and I'm glad that this is happening. Bruce, is that picture a bit too crowded for me? That is a pre-COVID photo, by the way, Sylvia. I still suspect it's not quite that crowded now. Larry heading to Bermuda on the 17th on the getaway. Right on. Tom Henry, Bullcraft. Bruce is house sitting in Calgary right now. That's it. That's what we're doing. We're house sitting friend's home right now. That's about a 3,500 square foot house that we're house sitting, just the two of us. I get to yell, Jen, how you doing? She yells back, I'm doing all right. How are you? Oh, I'm great. I'm great. I spend most of my time in this office though, because I'm on the air all the time on both of my channels. But still, it's a big place. Larry, next cruise is in July around Iceland and Greenland on the NCL Star. Right on, buddy. That's going to be pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. July, long days. So yeah, you're up north. Are you going to be? It's going to be 10 o'clock sunsets. So fantastic. It's going to be great. You're gonna love it. That's something to enjoy for sure. Can't go wrong with that. Wow, 78 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you so much for helping us get to this level already. I do appreciate it. We do appreciate all of these thumbs ups. Tom Henry saying to Larry Blake, would be nice if Bermuda dropped the travel authorization by June, July, and who knows, they might. Let's hope it does. Larry, 21 hours of daylight. Yeah, that's right. Sunset at 10 o'clock, sunrise at 1 or 1 a.m. or sunset at 11, sunrise at 2 a.m. Yeah. Draw those curtains closed, my friend. Draw those curtains closed. Keep it dark and then get the mask to put over your eyes and get some sleep if you can. You are up there. You are way up there. That should be all right. I got a question for you guys. I asked this question last week. I'm going to ask it again this week because there's always new viewers every week on this show. But what credit card do you guys like to use to rack up travel mileage points or offers? Are any of you out there fans of any particular kind of credit card that you would recommend a traveler like Jen and I get our hands on? We're thinking of getting our hands on a credit card or two where we will be able to have lounge access at some of these airports. I don't want to be sitting in, in a departure gate for economy for an hour or two or three. If I can get into a lounge scenario, what cards would you recommend? Any ones that you're using? Are you using any cards out there that are affiliated with airlines or hotels? Whether it's an American Express card, or are you using Chase, or are any of you Canadians watching who have Aeroplan cards? Let me know. Are you happy with them? Are you getting benefits that you were hoping you would get? Are they worth your while? Have you tried to use your card for an airline lounge access and been denied, or had a pleasant surprise that you could go in? I mean, anything like that. I would love to find out from any of you. If you're able to tell me that would be great, because I am investigating right now a number of credit cards that are available to Jennifer and I. Now, we're in Canada, so we have to look mainly at mainly Canadian-based cards. But there are a number of them available. There's American Express up here, but it's through the Canadian American Express offices. Kind of weird. American Express Canada. We're looking at those. We're looking at bank cards. We're kind of curious because we'd like to specifically have cards that will benefit us for travel. And if we can use the cards for everyday purchases and pound on the points, we're interested. And I'd love to know what you guys think of that. IHG, says Duncan. Tim Bowman, now there's a reason for an inside cabin. Short sunsets, yeah. Karen, United American Express card, and Marriott, she's saying. Duncan, I've dropped most of mine. Sharon, we love Hilton Honors Amex. Benway, you are the best, Bruce. Thank you, Benway, for that. Ambassador with IHG, that's a good one. Louise, my therapist will freak when she learns that I'm going on a cruise. She's just going to freak. Tom, NCL and IHG are my main cards for cruising and hotels. Also, we have Delta, Amex, JetBlue, United, and American Airlines. We get maximum points for all of our flying. Absolute maximum points. Tom Henry, United and American cards have access to the airport club lounges as well. Very important. I know if you have an American Express card, of a certain level or higher, you get access to the Centurion lounges, which you cannot buy your way into those. Certain lounges you can actually just pay a fee to get in if you don't have a pass. But for Centurion, you have to have the card. And then, of course, you get the other lounges that are available as well as the Centurion through some of these senior cards with American Express. Chase Sapphire Reserve use Priority Pass for lounges. Priority Pass, that is the other one that American Express also has. Thank you, NL, for that. Tom, Duncan, and we are ambassador with IHG also on 2 accounts. Love the perks and the BOGO weekend deals. Buy one, get one. Definitely deals there. Duncan, I have American Airlines, but they're not being used. I remember, Tom. I do remember. Yeah, some of these cards, like if you get one of these, say, high-end American Express cards, they might run you $600-700 a year in cost, but automatically you instantly get something like a $200 statement credit if you're staying at, say, a Marriott or a Hilton. You'll be at a diamond level right away, so you're going to be upgraded in their systems, and then you charge a room to your card, and you can take $200 off the fee right away for right now, a $200 credit against your, say, $600 cost. And then there's an airline voucher. I think it's $240 per year. I think these hotel ones per year, and the airline is one per year. So you get that back. So now you're at $440 back from just flying a flight, staying in a hotel. There's $440 back on your $600 credit card fee. And then on top of that, you get these lounge accesses. Now, if you fly, from, say, wherever, from New York to London or New York to LA, and you're in the airport early, you can get a Centurion Lounge in New York. That's got to be worth $75 a person if you could buy it. That's a $150 value. Then you use the lounge when you get coming back from Los Angeles or coming back from London or wherever. You use the lounge access there. There's another $150 because it's you and a companion. There's $300 right there on one round trip that you're experiencing in benefits. And we haven't even talked about the 110,000 points sign-up bonus that they're offering. If you use the card for, I think, the first 3 months, you rack up something like, I don't know, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 in the first 3 months on your card. You automatically get 50,000+ points handed to you right there. And then on top of that, for every month you spend, I think it's $1,000 a month or something, you get another 15,000 or is it 10? I can't remember. It works out to 110,000+ points, easily obtainable as a sign-up bonus offer. And to give you an idea what does this mean? What it means is if you're flying from the US to Europe on an economy ticket and you want to upgrade to a business class ticket, you're going to need about 40,000 to 50,000 points per person to upgrade to business class. Well, this sign-up bonus gives you more than that right there. So this $600-700 cost for the card is quickly brought back to you in all of these benefits. And I am still only at the tip of the iceberg. I haven't included stuff like at these hotels, you're a diamond member, you're at the top of the heap. So you're going to get the high-speed internet right away. You're going to get several upgrades on your room classification. You're going to get 20 times the points when you spend any money at these properties. You're getting just gazillions of points to add, again, to another upgrade. You can use points for the hotel stays. You can use points to upgrade your room. So many benefits, travel insurance, baggage insurance, trip interruption insurance, automobile rental coverage insurance. It's just on and on and on it goes. So I can imagine that some of these are pretty impressive if you travel enough. And with Jennifer and I being nomads going forward for a little bit, I'm kind of thinking we may want to start looking at this a little bit. We'll see what kind of happens. I don't know. All right, let's see here. Let's go. American Express Hilton Honors. Stephanie says there's another good card. Tom, Intercontinental Ambassador guarantees an upgraded room for every booking. Karen, for $99, you get one-time access to Club United and as well as free baggage and priority boarding. There's that too. Duncan, results with being just IGH ambassador, then being an owner of IGH resorts are not so good. Interesting. Jay Rogers, Bruce, stuck here at work. I'm super busy. I wanted to catch the last few minutes of the show. Happy Monday to you, Jennifer, and the TWB family. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that, Jay. It's great to have you. Hang in there, man. Keep it going. Duncan, my daughter has friends and family discounts with Hilton and is awful. It's awful. Isn't that something? I didn't think it would be that bad. I've had a Hilton Honors card for years. I got one back in, oh gosh, I had that card back in 2008 or earlier. I've had it probably since 2005. Haven't used it in a while, but I have been able to get benefits from using that card. When I went to my daughter and I did a daddy-daughter trip way back in 2008, and we went on a flight from Calgary to New York. We landed in New Jersey, and we stayed at a Hilton property, Embassy Suites in New Jersey, and racked up Hilton points because it's a Hilton property. And then we flew to Europe, ended up in Berlin, stayed at the Hilton Hotel in what used to be East Berlin, just the other side of the old wall. Brand new property since the wall came down, and really nice. Racked up a ton of points on that promotion. They had a promotion, and we racked up a ton of points on that stay, and we got a good rate. And then I found that Jennifer and I, when we went on our next trip together, we went driving to Palm Desert, California. Went for a drive, and we stopped there's a Pocatello, Idaho, or something like that, and there was a Hilton property there, and we got a free night. We had to spend the night anyway because it's a 2-day drive, and we got a $120 room, no charge for the points. I used up at least, I think I got 2 or 3 nights out of all of these bonuses we got, and so we used it for quite a while. But we didn't travel for a while, and now we're getting back into it. So I want to link my Hilton Honors, and I want to link Aeroplan points into something, and we'll see how this all works. Anyway, we're going to work on it. Sharon, you know what, Bruce? You got 80 thumbs ups now. You only need 20 to go to get to 100 thumbs ups tonight. You are on a roll. I love Embassy Suites, says Sharon. I love them too because you get that separate bedroom, you get a kitchenette, and you get a separate living room. Love that. It's very spacious. Then usually the hotel is in a kind of an atrium setting. So all the rooms are around in a big circle, and in the middle is all enclosed. We did that. We were in an Embassy Suites, Jennifer and I, in Pittsburgh. Beautiful place. And I think we were there for like 4 nights, and I think we got 1 night, 2 nights free. We only had to pay for 2 nights. Great. It was just a great deal. Hilton property. Duncan, I was in Hilton in Fort Lauderdale 3 nights, not the same. Hilton needs some work in every way. Isn't that interesting? It's just not very good. Anyway, I'm we're thinking with the trip coming up with London, we'll probably stay at a Hilton, and in Amsterdam, I'm leaning towards the Hilton for the points. I want the points. We're going to see. We'll check the pricing and availability and locations and all that. We'll work it out. But yeah, there's loyalty. You can really get stuff with loyalty. I mean, with loyalty, you can really move up the ladder. And so we're thinking, well, if we can combine the credit card, the hotel, and the air points and lounge access all into one convenient way of doing it, I am interested in pursuing this because we will be nomads for quite some time, hopefully, and we'll see how this all works out. Let's see. Had to use pool towels in our room. Karen, check out Marriott. Yeah, Marriott and Amex is also, because Marriott has a plethora of properties. Absolutely. I think it's IHG is is that, Tom, is that not Holiday Inn and Homewood and Starwoods and all those? I mean, you know the brands more than I do. Is that family? Intercontinental Hotels, is that what that is? Let me know. I'm kind of curious. It's a lot to learn. I'll tell you, there's so much to absorb with these travel perks. But if you play your cards right, you can really do well with these upgrades. We stayed in the Embassy Suites in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, comfortable room, but we very dated, definitely below what I would have expected. We selected that hotel for COVID quarantine, and we were surprised no room service. Isn't that something? That is unfortunate. Duncan is saying Intercontinental IHG. That's what I was thinking too. Tom, yes, IHG is Holiday Inn, Kimpton Intercontinental, and a bunch more. Yeah, there's a ton of them. There's just a ton of them. There's I think Homewood Inns and a number of others. Yeah, and so there's a lot of variety to choose from here for that. Yeah, Duncan, thumbs ups, man. Kimpton, fantastic. Yeah, I've always had a pleasant stay. We've been in the Embassy Suites in New York. I've been there with Jennifer. I've been there with my daughter. I've been there with Jennifer, I think, twice, and so we've been there several times, and it was very good because just outside of the hotel in Jersey there is the bus that takes you right to the Port Authority in downtown Manhattan. And the bus gets the exclusive bus lane into the Queens Tunnel. And so it gets access right to the front of the line. Pretty cool bean stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. Sharon, Embassy Suites is worth it to me for their breakfasts and happy hours. Plus, when the kids were little, we had room for them. That's right. We stayed at the Embassy Suites one year for like 4 nights, 5 nights in Palm Desert, California, which had the hotel, the pool area, the breakfast, a really good breakfast, really good, fresh omelets made for you the way you want, or anything else you help yourself. It was very good. Sharon, Homewood Inn Suites is also a Hilton property, and we've enjoyed our stays there. Tom, we're booked for our first Kimpton in Seattle in October, a couple of blocks from Pike's Market, right on the Seaford Market. Tom, I forgot Crown Plaza is the other higher end IHG hotel, Crown Plaza. Yeah, so there's a lot of variety, a lot of choices to go after here. I know that some of the credit cards you can align with exactly what the chain you want to align with, and so that's really handy. You can imagine if you are in business, you're a business traveler, and you've traveled all over the U.S. or you've traveled all over the world on business. You could really rack up the best of the best with some of these properties and end up on business floors, end up with all kinds of lounge access that's exclusive to the higher end guests. Really, really nice. Old school Crown Plaza, says Duncan. And of course, you get these higher end properties. You are dealing with higher end properties that have the pools, the jacuzzis, the spas, and you get access to that because of all the upgrades that you enjoy. Yes, definitely worth it. Tom, I extended the 5-day required quarantine to 10 days just because the desk area was so comfortable for me to work. Cindy didn't leave the room, but I did takeout for breakfast and lunch and supper. It's fantastic. 10 days instead of 5. Right on. Yeah. The comfortable work area, and yeah, not bad. That's where I started with IHG Crown Plaza. That's where I started with. Right on. Nothing wrong with any of that. Folks, I want to say thank you for joining me tonight. We're going to say our good nights now. I hope you join me next Monday for the next update here. If you become a member of this channel, you're more than welcome to join us every Monday at 7 o'clock. Sponsor members hangout, 1 hour hangout show. Talk about whatever you want. You're always welcome to join the channel for that. Get ready. We're gearing up for our travels, and we're going to take you with us, and it should be a lot of fun. We're quite excited about this. Sharon, Bruce, you got 84 thumbs ups. Now, that's pretty good. To get that close to 100 on just this small a crowd, I am thrilled. Have a great night. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much, Tim. I was number 83 for you, buddy. Thank you so much, everybody, for this. 84 thumbs ups. Now I see 86 thumbs ups. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys for helping out and throwing these thumbs ups our way. We appreciate it. I know that those of you who are watching on the rerun, I know you guys come in there. You always bump us up. I wouldn't be surprised if we had 150 thumbs ups in a couple of days already. Thank you so much and for all of that. We'll see you next Monday right here for the big show at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Eddie, you take care. Tom, thanks, buddy. You take care too. Pete, thanks, man, from Sydney. You take care of yourself and enjoy. Maybe we can do a meet and greet in Sydney when Jennifer and I get down there in October. We'll let you know. That would be a lot of fun. Anyway, there you go, guys. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern and 8 o'clock Eastern on this channel. In the meantime, join me Monday to Friday every morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern and 3 Eastern on my other channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. You can catch me live there for Stock Markets in plain English every day live, 3 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the afternoon. Look forward to seeing you. Everybody, you take care. Good night, everybody. Jay Rogers, you take care, pal. Thanks for popping in here. We'll see you guys next week. Pete, take care. Yes, mate, we'll get together. Duncan, take care, simpletons. Laughing out loud. Fantastic, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.